All right, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It's time for the Ashley and Lee show. Ashley likes me to say that because it makes her feel good that I put her name first. Anyway, welcome to the show, the Overland Radio Show tonight. We have some cool guests with us, and they have some products that if you've ever been to an expo or some type of event, you've probably seen them. They had a big presence, I believe, at SEMA. I saw some of their stuff. So we'll get to them here shortly. But before we get started, thank you to our sponsors, Overland Attic, Rugged Bound, Midland Radios, Midland USA. We really appreciate all the things that you do to help us bring this content. Be sure to go out and hit our social medias. And if you don't know, we have a new newsletter called the Base Camp Bulletin. Comes out weekly, and you can see some issues of it already on the Overland Radio page or the Wander Oklahoma page or some of the other social medias. We'd love to have you come subscribe and follow along. So, how about we bring in Ashley? You know, the leader of the pack here.
That's right. I'm the leader. That's why I'm first.
Killing me, Smalls.
You love it. Hence why you
I
put
know.
me first.
I know.
How's your week going?
Uh, what's today? Tuesday?
Oh
Yeah. I'm just teasing. You know what? At this point, I don't think I can complain too much.
Good.
I've had a pretty good week. I know your week hasn't didn't start off great, and
No.
but hopefully, things will get better.
We're going
24
to,
is another year, right?
as long as I see the terms and conditions, I posted the meme that I need to see the terms and conditions before I agree to next year because I'm done. I'm over
Yeah,
it.
I completely understand where you're coming from. Y'all have had a pretty rough run of it, and
Yes.
all our sincere thoughts, prayers, and condolences out to Jeff and his family. Um, how's your
Appreciate it.
week been? How's your week been?
Well, so I don't know if you guys have seen, but Jeff took apart our cricket.
I
Like,
did see that. Like the whole front of the cricket's gone inside.
he took out the whole kitchen. It's gone. All of it.
So, so I'd like to ask the question:
Uh huh.
Is the
Why?
kitchen done? Is the kitchen done yet?
I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
Is your kitchen done yet?
No, no.
Is the living room done yet?
The living room's done. We still have to do like the trim, like the crown molding and baseboards,
Okay.
which isn't major, but the kitchen still needs shelves to go up.
Oh boy.
So we have the wood. All we need to do now is just sand it and stain it and cut them. Now that the weather's nice, I can't get him to do it because instead he's tearing apart the cricket.
That boy is glutton for punishment. So if y'all don't know, they have a cricket. Is it what do they call them? Mantis crickets or I don't know. Or what is
Taxa Cricket is
that's it.
Taxa's the
Thank you.
company. Cricket is like they're not their largest,
The
but
model.
the next one. Yes, Cricket's the model. But yes, Jeff gutted out. It was supposed to be just the plumbing.
Jeff says that the kitchen's close enough.
Yeah, I know. He's just like it's functional. So.
Geez. Well, so quickly, why is he tearing the trailer apart?
Well, back in February, when we had that Arctic blast come through,
Right.
it cracked a valve from the shower.
Okay.
So he wanted to change out the plumbing to PEX pipe. And since we had extra from the remodel, it's like, yeah, go ahead. That did not mean take apart everything. But now the entire kitchen's gone. Like everything's gone. The heating elements, like everything's gone.
I know it looked like it was at the factory and had the interior put in it. So
yeah.
Chad's in the house. Chad, Overland Attic.
What's going on, Chad?
Our longest running, most coolest sponsor. Sorry to Theo at Rugged Bound, but Chad is cooler. Everybody needs a Chad, right?
Yes, they do.
I think that's what we talked about, getting that shirt made.
I don't remember that. That was missing with Mike.
It may have been. I don't know. But we talked about that. Everybody needs a Chad, and we were going to put this like sticker animated, picture of Chad and his logo.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. And then we should make bumper stickers and go to the expos and just randomly walk around the place and stick them on cars.
Well, maybe we can talk to our guests tonight about slapping some on their booth at the expos.
There you go. There you go. Speaking of which, how about
Yeah.
giving us an intro to who we have tonight?
So I'm excited to have Ryan and JR with SeaSucker. They have cost me a lot of money. Love you guys, but already bought 3 of their products at the last 2 events. So yes, I can't wait for everyone to get on and hear about, some of the stuff I bought and other features that they have.
Now, you do have one product. Even Felicia tonight, when I said who was coming on, she's like, "Oh, the trash can thing."
Yes, the trash can thing. The
So
trash can
yeah,
thing is
it's a
amazing.
hit. It's a
Yes.
hit. So, all right. Well, let's bring Ryan and Jr. in. Good
Hey,
evening,
everyone.
gents. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Outstanding.
Thanks for having
Good.
us.
Good. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Things are just starting to they take a few minutes to get Ashley and I warmed up a little bit, but anyway, Ashley, I'm gonna let you have it tonight. This is your deal. I am
Yay!
gonna be completely transparent and honest that I have looked at your stuff and think it is wicked cool, but I don't own a piece of it. And I'm sorry to say that because every time I see it, I'm like, I need to get one of those, or at least 1 or 2 of those. And ADD usually gets the best of me because there's so much going on around that I end up forgetting it. But I do think that I did see you guys had a pretty good presence at SEMA. Am I correct?
Huge presence. It was great.
I thought so.
Yeah.
What was that vehicle that you guys had done? I know, Ashley, I said I was going to turn this over to you, but
Honey, I'm used to it.
We had a Porsche Cayenne in the
that's
booth.
the one.
Yeah,
Yes.
the wrapped. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name.
What it Harry? Is it Harry Showen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Close. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Porsche is really cool.
Yeah, it is. So, all right, Ashley, take it away while you're drinking your alcoholic beverages.
No, okay. So I finally figured out what that is. By the way, it's oil fire. So.
Oh, there you go. Well, hey, here's a shot to our guest tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, I can't drink too much of that, or I'm going to be in trouble later. So Chad's already saying that he's got the trash can on his boat, so that's really an interesting segue into what you guys were telling me when I met you the first time, which was at Big Iron. Mm-hmm. You guys sold me on the trash can, and Ryan, I think I met you guys at Moore first, and that's when we bought the trash can. So you were telling me you guys actually started as a company specifically for boats and other marina equipment, correct?
Yep. So it's a family-owned company. It started in 2005, and SeaSucker was first and foremost a marine company, hence the name SeaSucker. The owner wanted a way to mount additional cup holders, rod holders, whatever it may be, to his boat. But of course, no boater or anybody wants to drill into their boat.
Right.
So he had the grand idea to utilize the industrial strength vacuum mount, and here we are today.
I love it. The vacuum mount to me is just astounding. So when I first got it, we got the trash can holder for the Cricket. We didn't want to have a trash can, inside the little camper. And we were always struggling trying to figure out what to do with our trash bags. So you guys showed me the trash can holder, and I was like, man, I don't know how that's going to stick to the aluminum side. And you guys showed me how to use it. We have used that thing so much that we have convinced other people to go buy them after seeing it on our Cricket. I think you guys sold one to our buddy Alex at Big Iron. But yeah, it's astounding. So Chad uses it. Apparently we need to talk about the trash can holder first before we go into some of your other products.
I know, and it's sad to say, but like even at Big Iron, we were walking around and Felicia goes, "Isn't that thing that Ashley and Jeff have on their trailer?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Can we put one of those on the truck?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, we need to make sure we get one." Anyway, rabbit holes ensued, drinking ensued. It just anyway. You wake up Sunday morning, you're like, "Damn, I forgot to go get it." So. I'll be seeing you soon, though.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk. I'll get you one.
Absolutely.
what do we got here? Jeffrey says, oh, the magnets are no goes to the. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Especially for a lot of these overland trailers, they're made out of aluminum and not steel, so you can't use a magnet. And so having something like this works. Now, have you ever had somebody say something and all of a sudden it triggered a memory? Ashley, you ever had this happen?
I'm scared of where this is going.
There's a word that gets mentioned and you're like, oh shit, I didn't think about this. So about 11 years ago, I owned a Ranger boat dealership and sold new Ranger boats. And I remember your product now. I remember it because I think I got a flyer in the mail for it. But I remember it now from back in, I think it was 2010, somewhere around in there.
Okay. Yeah.
And when did you guys start again?
05.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I totally remember it. It's like when I saw it, I kept thinking to myself, why do I know this name somewhere? And then it was just then when you started talking, Ryan, it hit me.
That's
I
cool.
remember.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. It's just his doesn't when the orange. Okay, explain that because I don't know what that means. But for those listening or who may listen later on, explain the orange lines.
Yes. So here is a vacuum mount. This is a rear wheel strap for a bicycle mount, but the principle is the same. So this is a 4.5-inch vacuum mount, and what you'll see here is a plunger, and you'll see the orange indicator band. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to keep pumping to the surface until the orange indicator band stays fully depressed. So it's just a quick, easy visual way of knowing when the vacuum mount is locked on or when it needs to be repumped.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Yep. And you'll see the hole. Yep. That's where the air is vacuumed out of. So if I plug the hole, the pump stays in. And then if I let it go, boop.
JR, is this the thing that they use in the movies to get up the side of the outside of buildings to break in?
Absolutely. I tried it. It worked.
Does it work?
Yeah, I hung on the front window panels of our house.
As he was doing that, I was thinking of like Mission Impossible or something.
I had to use a larger one though, because the smaller ones only do 110 pounds or 120 pounds of pull. The larger ones do 210. So I put two of the larger ones up there to hold me up. I'm a little larger than that.
And it legit held you up there, huh?
Yeah. I had to try.
So funny. Oh gosh, yeah. When Ryan was doing that, I started thinking, damn, these are what they use in the movies.
We have some really cool videos on YouTube of just like the torture tests that we have done, like drifting them. We've lifted our Volkswagen bus up in our warehouse via our Talon bike rack, straight up in the air, all from vacuum mounts.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, people are hanging off the back of the cars with them, and it's cool.
Now, have you put one on top of JR's head and tried to lift him up?
I have not tried that yet. It might fit. I don't know if I do have one. I have a paper in the garage.
What's the matter, Ashley?
You just make things so
I would look more like a unicorn than I would anything else with that paper towel holder on my head.
Oh my God, you probably that's true. Yeah. Sorry. Things like this happen. I warned you guys before the show. So Jeffrey says a VW bus. Wow.
Oh, you have to see that VW bus. It's pretty cool.
No, he does not need to see anything about a bus. We have an issue.
What year is that bus, Ryan? It's like a 1960.
Nope.
I'm not even sure.
Is it a 13 window or a 23 window?
It's a bus. That's all he can tell you.
See,
you think about a surf bus, it's the surf bus.
So it's either probably a 13 or a 23 window. If it's an original, that thing is hugely valuable. I'm a Volkswagen junkie. Love them. And so especially the bus. Oh,
we've got a bus and a bug. So it's really cool.
That is okay. So hey, real quick, where are you guys are you both in the same town? Where do you live? Or just geographically state-wise?
Not too far from each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm up in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. And I'm in Kansas City.
You're in Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Swiftie now?
It's
okay. We're not
No.
going to take your man card from you if you say you're a Swiftie. It's okay.
I'm getting tired of hearing about it. I'll say that.
I knew that was going to happen.
The whole town's talking about, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I'm like, can we just talk about anything else? Would be great, please.
Listen, here's how I see it. If he keeps doing what he's doing, she must be doing what she needs to be doing. And as long as they just keep that rhythm.
Stop it. Stop it.
Good things are coming for the team.
Yep, that's right.
So all I say is don't disturb it. Don't rock the boat. But anyway.
I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Lee, you just have to take things to that level, don't you? All the time. Okay.
It's the truth. Everybody thinks it. Nobody wants to say it. So anyway, okay.
That's exciting. Yeah. She said she loves the town, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't stand her. But anyway, I can't. I mean, off the air, I can tell you what I really think about it, but
no.
Well, so let me ask this question. Okay. JR has some Jeeps like thing in the back. So are you a Jeep guy? JR?
I am both Jeep and Toyota. We have a 4Runner.
Okay.
We just did get rid of a Power Wagon, so we did have a Ram. And we also have now I think I just got rid of 2 Jeeps, so we only have 1 Jeep, a 14 JKU, which is all purple and gray, and the wife drives it around, and Jeep girl all over it. She goes, "Why don't you want to drive my Jeep?" I don't know, the ducks in the window.
Yeah. So what are you holding onto that Jeep, or what are your vehicles? What do you use the SeaSucker with on your vehicles?
I'm majority use the SeaSuckers on my 4Runner. When we go overlanding, I'll use a lot of the different attachments. Like we have the rack mount. I actually took their rack mount. I took my roof rack off of my 4Runner and actually put the rack on top of the 4Runner and put a rooftop tent on there and drove around with it in the wintertime to a show to display that this will drive around with a roof rack on it. And you can get up in the roof rack, but depends on the static weight of your roof, of course.
Right.
So on the roof, on the 4Runner, I could get up there. I wouldn't stay up there, but I got up there and got down just to show that those will hold on to a roof rack on a vehicle and go down the road with no issues.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I have to say. Dang, I didn't realize. So like you drove it down the road. Okay.
I had on there for about a month, drove around town.
How many times did you have to push the button for the vacuum?
Once on one of the pumps.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you check it like every time you went out?
I checked it every single second because that was when I was very skeptical. Right after I met the SeaSucker guys in SEMA, when we started carrying their products, I was like, man, he was like, they can do it. I was like, all right. So I just took off my roof rack, off the 4Runner, through their what are those called? The rigid ones.
Ridge Ready monkey bars.
Ridge Ready ones they're made for Jeep tops. Threw it up there, put the roof rack on it, strapped it down, and every time, I went like a mile, got out, looked, went another mile, got out, looked, and I was like, all right, well, it's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. It's insured.
Man, you put all your faith into what I'm guessing Ryan told you, probably.
I did. I put a lot of faith in those guys, and I was very skeptical, and a lot of people were skeptical because, this isn't really going to hold. I now just put on, I'll put my Rotopacks on the side window and go down the road. I'll go on miles trips with the Rotopack stuck to the side window. We went out and did a Moab trip and just stuck it on the side and just went, and it stayed there the whole time. I didn't pump it up, didn't do nothing.
I got to admit, I think for me, Ashley, I don't know about you, but it would take me a little time to acclimate myself to feeling that sense of, okay, it's not going to go anywhere. I think it's probably a natural progression for most people. Logically, your mind says this isn't going to stay, or at least it is, but just for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Right.
I was apprehensive at first when we got it for the trash can holder, trash bag holder, just for the fact that nothing sticks to aluminum. And so it was, you guys sitting there showing me it more on a different trailer. And even then I'm like, you guys glued it. You screwed it on there. Y'all are setting me up, but we're going to try it. And we immediately took it back to the camper that night and stuck it on there. And our son was all about making sure he pushed the button and no orange was showing. And he's like, I got this. He's going to do it. So he set it up, and I'm like, it's really not going to stay now because my kid just put it up there. But it lasted, and it was cold at Moore. You know, it was freezing in the mornings. It got cold overnight, and it stayed on the entire time, and we never saw the little orange line come up. We've taken it to Big Iron. We've done Rendezvous this last time. And I mean, Rendezvous, you guys weren't there because Ryan was getting married. But it was rainy. It was cold. It was super windy up there and no issues on mine or on our buddy Alex's. At Big Iron, we bought the flagpole holder, which I'm really, really excited about. And it held really well with the wind as well.
How did I miss that?
Because you're ADD.
You guys had a flagpole holder there?
They had.
Oh, yeah.
I just found out about it at Big Iron.
Well, I mean, that's where I saw them the last time, but I don't remember. That's kind of interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So there was a flagpole holder, and then we bought a mirror to put inside the Cricket because Gavin's got rubber bands on his braces.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So we wanted to have something where he could, pop them on really easily. But you guys have that kitchen set up, and I don't even know what that means.
Donald's wanting to see wants to see your husband walk by.
He's on the other side of the house. He's not coming over here. But you guys had that kitchen set up that was really cool as well. That was something that Jeff and I had talked about getting to help build our outdoor kitchen off the camper.
Oh, cool. Did you pick up a kitchen station?
Nope. No, not yet.
So we have introduced the Kitchen Station V2.0 this past year. So I'll be sure to share some details here very shortly with you.
Oh, go for it. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you remember the older one at all?
So I remember it had the sink and so it had the two mounts and it spread way out and it had the little sink area, the opening to put a trash bag so you guys could throw your trash away or when you're cutting and the cutting board area. I know there was something else, but I can't remember what else was there.
I'm looking at it right now. It's $199. Is that right?
Yes. So that is the older version that you were looking at on your website. So you'll see that the pieces kind of fit together like puzzle pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
We have separated those now. So the Kitchen Station V2 has a nice pull-out extender, so you can actually manually extend the deck of it or the top, or fold it away if you want a smaller tabletop. And then we have a separate mount for that sink station for the drop-in sink.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so a little bit different design, which is really nice. I wish I could share the photos, but they'll be up quite shortly on our website. So definitely keep an eye on that.
I'm horribly embarrassed that I haven't paid more attention because the way my Alucab is on my truck, I don't see why people don't use this on the driver's side of the Alucab because that's the side we always cook on anyway because the awning's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the opening, the side door that opens that most of us have, some kind of little pantry right there. So I'm shocked that that's anyway. Obviously I haven't done a very good job of really looking for the right thing. So that's pretty neat. I'm looking at it on the website, the old version, and it's really cool looking. And
yeah, absolutely.
Looks extremely useful.
Well, we liked it because the camper has the little small kitchenette inside, which my husband currently has taken out and apart. But we have a Blackstone that we cook on the side of the camper outside, underneath the awning. But Jeff being so tall, most camp tables are really short. So he has to bend way over. And if he's prepping and doing any sort of cooking, so having something like that little kitchen set up, we could lift it up higher, make it easier for him.
Yep, absolutely.
So I really like it. I'm excited to see the new one.
Yep, you like it.
That's pretty slick.
We had a lot of cool new products come out at SEMA.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So if you are on our website, Lee and Ashley, or anybody else watching, you'll see under the camp section, the new products. We have the new Waterport and SeaSucker collaboration.
Okay.
So Gather Outdoors or Climate, they have this really cool like 4-gallon solar shower. And we now we manufacture the vacuum mounted mount for it to put on the side of your vehicle, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
That is really neat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all like these high lift mount to hold
Yep.
your high lift, I'm assuming close to your vehicle, keep it from pulling away. Paper towel holder. I mean, come on. Everybody
Paper
needs one of
towel
those.
holders, waistbands, universal recovery mounts, rod holders,
Toilet paper holders.
toilet paper holders. We have utility hooks to hang your keys or towels, GoPro mounts, iPad mounts, like tablet mounts. I mean, the list goes on. We just introduced our brand new hanging bike rack, so like wheels on bike rack, so you don't have to remove the front wheel anymore, which is really cool. Visibility flag mounts, WeBoost mount, which is brand new at
Ooh.
SEMA, which is really cool, and the magnetic antenna mount. So it's a vacuum mount similar to this with a magnetic plate, and then you're able to put your GMRS antenna or another similar antenna.
You're going to ready to cost me so much money. My husband's already on there talking or in the comments saying that he didn't know about the GoPro mount because we never use our GoPro. Like Lee and I had a show one time about products that you buy and then you never use, like drones and GoPros, and we never use them. But so now he's like, "Ooh, we need that."
Yeah, I can't keep those ones
So
in stock. Every time I get those in our store, they sell pretty quickly.
Really?
yeah, I probably need to get one of those. But I'm telling you right now, Ashley, what they have that is
Uh-oh. What did you find?
the double decker party barge,
Yes.
the portable bar.
No.
Okay.
It's not a party until the party barge shows up.
I mean, look, if you took the kitchen, set the party bar next to it, added a few cup holders, and then the trash can, what do you call that thing? A waistband?
Waistband.
Yeah. You put those all together. There you got cup holders, you got the sinks, you got the bar, you got the trash.
Okay. No.
Paper towel holder.
We're talking
Paper towel
about
holder.
we're talking about my husband and his buddies and shenanigans. Okay.
See, look, even Jeff
No.
says yes. Because he knows that I'm right. And
Ryan and JR are probably still in shock and awe and can't stop having nightmares of watching him
The
and
double
his.
decker. The double decker works as a good Bloody Mary bar if you want to do a Bloody Mary
No.
bar the next day.
Do you guys not remember the three grown men?
We'll hold 2 different kinds of vodka. We'll hold 2 different kinds of a mix, and then you can put olives and pickles and beef sticks all on the bottom trays there, and people can just put the ice on
Ashley,
top. Just people can load them up.
why haven't you bought this for Jeff already?
Oh God, it's gonna be so bad.
See, this is the problem is that Ashley, she kind of controls the money.
I work for a bank, so yes.
And so Jeff, poor guy. I mean, he's got to do whatever he's got to do to try to get the cash so he can buy his toys, because Ashley will only buy stuff if it's stuff she wants.
You are so full of it.
It's my story. I get to tell it like I want.
Everybody else in the world knows that that's a lie.
Yeah. Damn, that's kind of cool. I mean, seriously, if you think about that, you could put all that stuff together, and I mean, you got a full on, camp kitchen, the whole night. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. Jeff, I need you to get that stuff that we just mentioned
On any
so
vehicle.
And
So
Jeff,
that I can-
Jeff, I have all that stuff on my website, which is bnboverland.com, and we're giving 15% off for the Overland Radio guys for until the end of the month. Just put in Overland Radio as a coupon code, and you get 15% off any SeaSucker items on our website.
Hey,
Hey, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for doing that.
that's going to end up as a short video clip, and it will end up in the newsletter as well.
And I think I forgot to put weights on it when I was putting it in, so I think everything just about is going to be free shipping because I forgot to do that.
I mean, I'm not going to complain because apparently my husband's going to go spend a small fortune on SeaSucker products. Are you guys still not like traumatized from seeing 3 grown men walk around in cutoff shirts at Big Iron? They don't need the double decker bar.
Jealous or traumatized?
Traumatized.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm traumatized. I'm still having nightmares from it. You cannot unsee that.
It's true.
And the kilts were the next at Rendezvous. So
Yes, they were.
that
They
is
were
that in
kilts.
itself,
They were
That was a good
kilts at
show, though.
Rendezvous.
I
I like
swear,
that.
if Jeff shows up in a thong, it's over. I'm just
They
telling you
tried.
now.
They tried to
I'm
steal
gonna
our
unfriend
onesies.
him. I'm gonna unfriend him so fast.
They tried to steal the girls' onesies. They were gonna run around in our onesies at Rendezvous at
Oh,
one point.
jeez. Okay. Okay. So the Donald says just sent you a text with the GoPro mount. Oh, he must have meant to Jeffrey.
Yeah.
To Jeffrey. Honestly, I have to say that may be if that's a new product, right, guys? The
No.
GoPro mount. Oh, it's not. Okay.
It's been around for a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I haven't seen that then. Because to me that makes perfect sense. I mean, you can stick it on the door, down low on the rock panel, or up on the hood, or dead center on the top of the cab or something. I mean, that just makes perfect sense. Back window facing the back, so you can watch. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't seen that.
I have a cool story about the GoPro mount. We have a friend in our MWK, Midwest Crawlers, and he's a pilot. And he flew from Kansas City to Oshkosh at the world's largest air show. And he had reached out and asked me, like, hey, I want to get this footage from flying to KC to Oshkosh, but I want the camera on the outside of the plane. And I'm like, this sounds like so much fun. Let's do this. And he had asked, he's like, is it going to stay like altitude wise? Like I'm going 100 and something miles per hour. And I'm like, yeah, we'll be fine. Like golden. And sure enough, he turned on his GoPro from Kansas City, took off, landed in Oshkosh, and has this beautiful footage with thousands of people, just hundreds of thousands of people and hundreds of planes coming right in. And he said he never had to pump it from KC to Oshkosh and back. So
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty. If you've never been to Oshkosh, have you ever done the show up there? Either way.
I've just seen the video and the photos, and it was insane.
So, you can put this in your pipe, smoke it if you want, but pilots spend a lot of money on shit for their cockpits of the airplanes.
Yep.
Oshkosh and Sun and Fun down in Florida are two places you really ought to be selling those products. Especially your GoPro mounts, the cup holders. You take like a J3 Cub, a little Cub, has absolutely no cup holder in it whatsoever, and you solo it from the back seat. And so, there's nothing. So you can't have a water bottle and have anywhere to set it. So you might consider.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank
going
you.
to those. Yeah, I've landed in that mess up there. It's Anyway.
I'm
That's
still
crazy.
not getting in a plane with you.
That's your choice. I don't know why you're scared.
I can't imagine. I'm sure if those two heard why I wouldn't get in it, they won't either.
Why would you not get in an airplane with me? I've been doing it for 30-something years.
How many times have you been struck by lightning while flying?
5 or 6. What's the big deal?
And let's not forget the deer that you hit while landing.
Well, I mean, that was a big deal. I took the wing and the engine off one side of the airplane, but no big deal. We all walked away.
Sheesh.
See, they don't want to get in the plane with you either.
Yeah, I've lost a half a propeller on a wooden propeller. Half of it came apart. I've hit a deer, hit a flock of birds, wind shear, lost and got slammed in the runway, lost a tail, a wing, and landing gear on another plane. So I've had 5 or 6 good crashes out of it. But I mean, here I am.
That's good.
Working on them 9 lives as hard as I can.
Gotta get you a GoPro mount.
Yeah.
There you go. Get him a GoPro mount to put on the planes.
Record everything.
Yeah.
Insurance purposes.
For insurance purposes, yeah. But it's funny because when you told that story, Ryan, I actually watched a video the other day, and I saw somebody had something with a suction cup mounted to the horizontal stabilizer of their airplane. And now, I was like, well, that's kind of a neat idea, but that must be yours. It has to be.
Yep.
I can't imagine it. Does anybody else make anything even close?
Not remotely, no.
Yeah. So,
Nope.
yeah. So I guess I have seen it on an airplane then, just not on an overland vehicle.
That's cool. We do have a handful of pilots that utilize them on the outside of the plane. So
Yeah. On the inside, holding your iPad. So, is something great to have is a lot of the planes now, smaller planes. The older ones still have steam type gauges. I say steam, they're vacuum mostly or electric, but they like to mount something to the side of the glass or plexiglass and have their iPads like right here with, for flight on them. So I could see a use case for that. So that's pretty interesting.
we
Go
got a
look at
mount for that.
Yep, that'd be a flex mount.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
See, you guys
Very
have
cool.
so many products that, like, I don't even know a quarter of what all you guys have. I just what I've seen at the expos.
What is the monkey bar?
It's the universal crossbar system. So as you may know, majority of new vehicles nowadays don't have functioning crossbars or even rails for that matter. So the monkey bars were born. They are just universal crossbars that can be used on any vehicle, including panoramic roofs,
Cool.
like Teslas, for instance.
And that's what I had that's rooftop 10 on top of my 4Runner with was monkey bars.
Oh, was it? Okay.
The Ridge Ready monkey bars, the ones that were made for Jeeps.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Lee's gonna be shopping now too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look. I had a question for you a minute ago, and it was about a mount. Do you have one that? And forgive me, I just haven't looked through the whole site, so you probably do. But one that is like a ring mount that you can put like a pole into it, so like a camera arm or something to, and it uses tension to, grasp around it, or some type of clamp on it. You know what I'm saying? For a round product.
We do. We have the medium duty clamp, and maybe even some of the rod holders might work.
The new off-road one.
The off-road mount.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? Here, I'm trying to find it. There's a light.
That's the one that Ashley bought for the flagpole.
Yes.
The universal off-road mount.
I didn't know what it was called. You guys just told me it would work for the flagpole, and it worked out great.
Would that be? Let's see.
Just type in universal, the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
And then it should be the second result.
You got to break it down for him, Ryan. Like just like that, step by step.
Seriously. This is why animals eat their young. Y'all know that, right? Yeah, there it is. Universal. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're taking the back of the alu cab and we're turning it into a small studio.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to come up with creative ways to be able to put, when you open up the side doors, a camera outside, but still pointing back inside. So there was a method.
Kind of camera?
Like a Sony R model or something like that. Nothing big.
So if he drops it won't break.
We do have a camera
screw into the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but what I need is I need to get the camera far out away from.
Oh, gotcha.
So in other words, I would want to find something I could put on the side of the truck, like over the fender right there on that side. When you open up the side of the alu cab, and it would stick out away from the truck, but point back in, just to keep from having so much stuff inside it. Because I already got, microphones and a 7-inch touchscreen and the satellite and all that stuff. So anyway, I'll do some shopping.
That's cool.
Do some shopping and mount it all around, so then nothing's in the way.
Yeah. Well, no, I need stuff that it just may be perfect, because I need stuff that I can take off the side of the truck or off of everything, pack it away, and then when I get somewhere to do it, then Jeff's gonna have to start dragging Ashley to more events so we can do more shows. Either that or he can leave her at home and he'll start doing the show with me. One of the two.
I've told him that I'm surprised he doesn't crash it more often. Come over here and just like start talking since he comments so much. But
I know it.
um,
Ryan, what do you drive?
A Ford Explorer ST.
Can
My
you
Jeep
wheel
broke.
that? Your
No,
Jeep broke?
my Jeep broke, so I sold it.
I'm not making comments right now.
Yeah.
I'm not
Have
doing
you guys
it.
ever seen my little cartoon? Where's my cartoon?
No, don't do it. If it's what I think it is, don't do
You know
it.
why God created Toyotas, right? Because Jeeps need heroes too. You know why God.
Okay, that one was fine.
I made that little animated GIF, and we were doing a show one night where we were just listen. We pick on everybody, especially the Toyotas. To be honest with you, I think Toyotas and Jeep we give the most hell to, but it's all in good fun because I don't really give a shit. I'd wheel any of them.
Yeah.
But you have so many people that are just the diehard Jeep guys, and you got the Toyota guys, and so I made that one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit. So I sat here and created that little thing, and I got a little hate mail for it, but it's okay. It was fun. So, how'd you break your Jeep, Ryan?
Between mileage and a construction site, sent it a little too
Oh.
hard.
Oops.
Ooh.
Oops. Yep. So
Sounds like Ashley.
No, really?
You hit deer.
Yes, I did. No, that deer hit me. Okay, and we're
And
coming up
Ashley
on the
drives-
1 year. We're coming
Ashley
up on the
drives
1
like
year
an old
anniversary
lady.
of that. I do not.
Yes, you do. You drive like an
No.
old lady.
I got busted for that one time because there was a pedestrian in the road riding a bike.
Anyway.
There was nowhere to go except run the poor guy off the road, and I was being nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell me, okay, so JR, your business, so you're basically a distributor or dealer for the SeaSucker brand, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so give us a little breakdown of Bourbon and Backwoods.
So Bourbon and Backwoods, we have a retail store in Omaha. We are open mostly in the summer. In the winter, we do by appointment. So there's not a lot of people going to camp for companies. A lot of the companies that we carry, we've met, we've shaken hands with. 80% of our products are American made. From the good people like SeaSuckers. That's why I was really attracted to these guys. When I met these guys, it was in SEMA 2 years ago. I went by and saw the booth. I went with like 3 other guys, and they kept coming to me and said, "You got to go see these SeaSucker guys. You got to go see these SeaSucker guys." So I went and talked to them, and then I walked away, and then I came back, and then I walked away. For 4 days, I just kept coming back, and I was like, "This stuff is awesome. I need to get this stuff. Nothing like this in Omaha. Nothing, nowhere around us like Omaha." So I brought those in. So we do overland camping gear. We kind of get with different groups, all your Main Street groups like Crazy Beaver and Pop-Up Fire Pits and Action Tracks, all American made products, SeaSuckers, Core products out of Kansas City, Bushnell. We try to get all kinds of different American made products. And that's kind of how we do it. But we kind of don't do like, there's a lot of like Shields and Cabela's and Bass Pros that we're competing with here in our town because Cabela's from Nebraska. So we compete with them a lot. So we try not to. So what we try to do is try to say, hey, what do you need? What are you looking for your vehicle? What are you looking to go camping with? What's going to make you comfortable? What kind of rooftop tent are you looking for? And we go find it for you. If I don't carry them, I try to say, hey, how much can I be a dealer for you? Let me got a customer that's looking for something. They go out and look for it. Either yes or no. If not, I said, take it to my customer anyways. It's like, all right, here we go. I can't be a dealer for them, but this is their price. I can have it shipped to my store. I can work on them with shipping. I can use my shipping bill on it. So saves you a little bit of money, give you a little bit of discount on it. So in that way, the customers come back and look for, hey, you helped me out here. Now let me find a bumper for my Jeep or my 4Runner. So we try to just do different kind of products, overland and camping. So we don't try to stick to just one niche.
Got it. Well, I can understand why you're closed in the winter. It's just all cold as Jesus. It's cold up there.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the little airport that's not the big airport in Omaha, but there's a little one down. I could have to go look at the map, but it's downtown or down by the river or something. What is it called?
Mm,
I don't know,
Epley's down
but
by the river. That's the big
Epley's.
one.
That's it. Epley's.
That's the big one.
That's the big one. Okay, then I did. That is it. Then there's another one too.
Millard is a
I don't know.
smaller one down by a creek.
Anyway, I took a twin engine Seneca in there and landed just at dark, and they reported the weather conditions that braking action was good, but it was not worth a damn. So it was covered with ice and snow, and that plane did not want to stop. It stopped, but yeah, I was like, holy crap, no way. But it was so dark that you couldn't hardly see it. So anyway.
Yeah.
See, I told you we'd do rabbit holes.
We do a lot of rabbit holes.
Yeah. So do you guys have a lot of trails up there? I mean, or is there a lot of wheeling? I mean, I don't, I'm not really familiar with that area other than airports.
We do not have a lot of wheeling up here.
Okay.
We go to Kansas, down to S'more, down in Missouri. But with our Jeep Club, we do travel a lot around here: South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, because there's really nothing up here in Iowa, Nebraska, and upper Kansas. There's really nothing up here. But with our overlanding, we kind of, when we go out on a trip, we speed through Nebraska. We just get on the interstate and go, because there's really nothing to see in Nebraska. I mean, you can jump off at where the sand hills are, and it's pretty cool out in the sand hills. If you've never been there and saw the cranes just flying around, it's pretty cool up there. But besides that, Nebraska, there's nothing to see.
It's pretty good for pheasant hunting.
We do have a lot of pheasants. We have a lot of good deer.
Yeah, you got those corn-fed deer up there. That's for damn sure. Big old racks on them. Now, Ryan, you got an Explorer, so we know you're not hitting the trails.
No, hopefully changing that soon, though. I've got my eye on a first gen X, so Xterra.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I came from a second gen and mistakenly sold it. And we have a good buddy of ours who's just upgraded to a Rubicon, and he might want to get rid of his X. So it's pretty.
So the Nissan Cult is it's pretty interesting. I thought the Jeep Cult was like hardcore, but I think the Nissan Cult might be a little more hardcore. It's a lot smaller.
You got Mike already screaming Nissan over here.
Is he?
Yes.
I'm a Nissan fanboy.
I got to get back over here to the thing. Let's see. Hang on a minute here. I got to get caught up. Sorry.
Slacker.
Shut up. Let's talk SeaSuckers. We have. You just hadn't been here, jackass.
Right. You were late to the show.
That's right. Damn. Actually, I hate it when I do that. I had something on my hand. Michael got me all sidetracked. Now I can't remember what I was going to ask.
Quit yelling at him.
I know, right? Tuttle is closest to us. Who's that? Kyle?
I don't.
I don't either.
Oh, yeah, Kyle. Yep.
Okay. Tuttle. Huh.
Not too far.
So let me ask you this. How many people do you guys have at SeaSucker, and what's the most popular product you have, Ryan?
Yeah, so we are about 47 total employees, and majority of those employees are on the manufacturing team, which is great. There's like 3 sales guys, myself included. For all of SeaSucker, we have 1,500 dealers, couple distributors. We're in most countries, so we have a pretty big network of dealers, which is great. But yeah, 47 total employees. And our most popular product is probably our bicycle racks,
Nice.
our Talon 1 bike rack, which is insanely popular. It's just, again, a universal vacuum mounted bicycle rack that's travel friendly, TSA friendly. You can put it right into your backpack. It's very small. I should have brought one in from the garage to show you, but you can put road bike, gravel bike, mountain bike on top of a convertible, trunk lid, glass roof, anything, which is pretty cool. It's it's something. But bicycle racks, monkey bars, the universal crossbars are extremely popular. The D-rings, just the universal vacuum mounts, There's a million and one uses, for these. People will, tie off dry lines or um, hammocks. Even people have done, like a couple vacuum mounts on each side between vehicles, or
Really?
and they'll put a hammock in between them. Really, just
Interesting.
anything that
I
you
never
want
would
to
have thought.
yeah, anything you want to strap to them, you can, which is really cool. We tie off our dogs, when the family and I, go out camping with our RV. We'll put a 4.5-inch D ring and put 3 dogs on it, and they're not pulling it off.
Oh, look, that's funny because Missy just posted a dog lead on the vehicle as you just literally as you were saying that. So how funny.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So,
I'd like to introduce Missy here, works for SeaSucker.
oh, okay. What does she do?
Yeah, she's our show specialist, so she goes all to the shows with us. Her and her husband Brian, they're big club members, MWK and SeaSucker supporters, and they work with me and JR.
Oh, that's excellent.
That's
Hello,
great
Missy.
to say. Lee just
Yeah.
or Kyle just or oh my god, I can't say it. Mike just commented saying that you need a SeaSucker table, which we already kind of hit on with the kitchen setup.
Yes. So
they also
that
have
kitchen
another one
setup.
called the universal fillet table, which is basically used when you want to fillet fish, but it'll work as a regular table if you want to put it on the side. It's adjustable, it moves. You can change the angle of it.
That's kind of cool.
That's
so,
cool.
Chad says, don't forget to unclip the dogs before you drive off. Yeah. What was that movie? Vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. A quick question. So, let's say you unpack everything down. Hypothetically, here, I'm going to go down this rabbit hole. We got the kitchen, the wide band or the band, whatever you call it, waistband, the cup holders and some other stuff. So you take everything off and you go to pack this away, and you don't pack it away really good. And, a lot of these suction cups, not vacuum, but suction cups, the rubber, if you happen to fold it the wrong way, it doesn't ever really want to go back.
Right. So all of our vacuum mounts we make in-house. This is all ours. So we manufacture the rubber compound. We do everything ourselves, which is nice. Being a Florida-based marine company, we wanted to make sure we built a product that was built to last in some of the harshest environments. The Florida sun, salt, everything. So, built-in UV inhibitors. They're not going to crack, crumble. We do include, protective covers with every one of our products. So when you do go to store them away, you'd want to just cap them. Reason being is because if you cut or slit or damage the outer edges, it might not be able to make a seal since it's a vacuum. But as long as you have that protective cover, you can just toss them right into the trunk, a bag in the corner of your garage, and they're going to be just fine.
Interesting. So can you replace the covers if you lose them? Because, like, for a guy like me,
Oh, of course. Yep.
it's bad. I'm telling you.
Yep. Everything is replaceable. The covers, the pumps, if you happen to break the pump.
That was oddly satisfying,
So really easy to service. I mean, it's just a vacuum pump, the plunger. So you just set it in and then just kind of press it back into the pump. And then if you notice the orange popping out, sooner rather than later, all you have to do is just pull straight out, makes a nice pop noise. And then you'll just inspect the inside of the vacuum chamber for any dirt or debris. Just take a wet or damp paper towel. Same thing with this, just kind of clean it off, re-lube it, put it back in, and you're up and running. But if this were to ever get damaged, this is absolutely replaceable. Again, lifetime warranty on all of our products.
No kidding. Hey, that was another question. Actually, that was the one I had earlier. Chris wants to know, does SeaSucker make a solar light? And I think what he might mean is, do they make one that you can attach a solar light to, or do you have one that's incorporated? I'm guessing that may be what he's asking.
So we do manufacture solar panel mounts. So you can mount a SeaSucker to like a 100-watt, 200-watt solar panel, any rigid solar panel. You can mount a SeaSucker to, which is really nice. That way you can kind of flex it throughout the day to kind of follow the sun. And you can put it on top, on the side, anywhere, so you can get it up off the ground. If he's not meaning that, we do make a SeaSucker flashlight mount that includes a rechargeable flashlight, which is really cool. But a solar powered like flashlight, we don't have.
Okay. Yeah, I think Michael's right. I think he's meaning like a light that, is attached to it that you can, put to the side of your vehicle or something.
We
Like,
do.
currently
The flashlight
what?
mount. The flashlight mount. It's a vacuum mounted flashlight mount with a side light, so you can absolutely attach it to the side of your vehicle and illuminate your campground or anything like that.
Oh.
And if you type in flashlight, it should come up. Heavy duty flashlight mount.
Now,
Yep,
Mike
there it
also
is.
mentioned steps, like for a foothold. Me, I'm short.
Yeah.
I'm only 5'1", so that's actually would be a great idea for me.
Yeah, so we have something called the heavy duty handle. It's just a big heavy duty grab handle
Okay.
on two 6-inch vacuum mounts. We have two main sizes, a 4.5-inch and a 6-inch, 120 pounds of pull force. And the 6-inch, which is on the heavy duty grab handle, is 210 pounds per cup. So you have over 420 pounds that you could step up on, essentially. So that's what a lot of people would use to get up on top of their RVs, or a lot of boaters will use them to get on top, or like boat detailers, etc. So they'll use them as steps.
Awesome.
Or JR to climb side of the building to rob a bank,
Maybe.
like we talked earlier. I'll blur out your face, JR, for this whole. Don't worry about it. Nobody will know.
Blur mine out since I work for a bank. I mean,
Yeah. Just,
And where's that bank?
do what?
yeah, Jared, you work at a bank? Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's not do that one.
It's a itty bitty bank.
It's a little bank. That's okay.
Little bank. It's a cute little bank.
It's not like that. Not that little.
So you got a solution for the steps, got a solution for the light, got a solution for the kitchen, the trash can, bikes, solar panels. I mean, what else is there?
Recovery boards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
recovery
did see
boards.
those new mounts. Those are. Is that a new mount that it was right next to the?
Yep.
What you call it there?
Yep, they're brand new. So if you look at, so the universal mounts were very similar to what the high lift jack mount looks like, but the recovery mount now, instead of individual vacuum mounts on each corner, we have the universal recovery mount to ensure proper fitment to Action Tracks or any of the other brands.
That's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to look at the bike racks because we always take the kids' bikes when we go to a lot of the events. So that's awesome.
So do we. Yeah, we vacuum mount one to our travel trailer, two on top of our Explorer, one hanging on the back. So it's just all SeaSuckered up.
Love it.
That needs to be a hashtag.
SeaSuckered up.
Yeah.
We just went to
a hashtag.
We just went to a club meeting, and I had the water port on the side, the mini bomber on top, and just products everywhere. And I was like, this is cool.
See, you should have taken a photo and done hashtag SeaSucker up.
Here's a great question for you guys. Is a SeaSucker test safer interior tinted windows? I guess what he's saying is, yeah, can you use them on windows inside?
Great question. Chris, I would not recommend that. So our SeaSuckers are extremely strong. We actually do not advise to use our vacuum mounts on any kind of vehicle wrap, 3M wrap, or window tint. Absolutely safe on like a ceramic detail or wax, anything like that is fine. Just like a physical sticker, decal, 3M wrap or window tint, we do not, because it could physically pull up the window tint, which could cause a failure because it could come off of it.
That's good to know. I would have never thought of that.
I'm not sure where Michael's going with this, Ashley, but
I don't know. Mike, we'll talk later, honey.
Where's Jeff?
No.
Jeff can share all the dirty secrets. Oh, geez. Okay. So actually, I never would have thought about that, but that's a great point to really drive home is that, yeah, you don't want to I could see where it would so much suction, it would want to pull the sticker or whatever off the window or the tint. So Chris, that was a great question, Chris.
Very good question. We have people that have done it. We did it at SEMA on the Porsche Cayenne. It did not damage his vehicle wrap. It was a 3M wrap. But again, that's something you might not want to gamble with. Vehicle wrap.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, vehicle wraps aren't particularly cheap.
Right.
So, and if you are carrying a bicycle, again, those aren't cheap either. So if you are going to do it with the vehicle wrap, try to get it onto a window, the back window, maybe, or if you have a panoramic roof, that's safe. Just maybe not directly on the wrap.
This explains everything you need to know about Michael right now.
Yes. Just that alone.
And so if JR and Ryan, if you don't know, Michael has moved to Alaska, and he used to do the show he and I did.
Instead of me with Lee.
Yeah, and so I actually had the Women's Wednesday, and then Michael and I did this show, but he was a loser and moved to Alaska and left me with Ashley. So,
You love me. Just admit it.
I told you yes, like a bad case of diarrhea, but I'm just kidding. I do. I do. You know what we need to do? We need to make Michael come do like a cameo show with us.
He does, yes.
So
He needs
yeah.
to pop on once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. So what are we coming up? Hey, we're into it an hour. So let's do this. I always want to make sure Michael taught me this at the end of the show. JR, give us all your social medias and website and ways that people can find you up there in Omaha.
Well, they can find us at our store. Call ahead because we are on our winter hours, which are by appointment. So that's at 11019 I Street in Omaha. If you want to stop by, say hi. If you're looking for something, we can go out and find it for you. We're also on Facebook at Bourbon, the letter N, Backwoods. So Facebook, Bourbon, the letter N, Backwoods. You can find us on TikTok at Bourbon and Backwoods. I don't do a lot of TikToks. Every once in a while, I'll do some cooking demonstrations. I used to do a lot of outdoor cooking. I used to teach outdoor cooking for a long time, so I do a lot of scuttle demonstrations on there.
Nice.
And also our website, bnboverland.com. And we are, like I said, we're going to do 15% off for Overland radio listeners till the end of the month. So 15% off. All you got to do in a coupon and checking out is put Overland Radio, all one word. And you get 15% off till the end of the month on any of the SeaSucker items that are on our page. We don't have everything that's on the SeaSucker page, but we do have a majority of the Overland stuff, the flagpole holders, all their new stuff except for what Ryan doesn't share with me, like the new kitchen station, which I don't have yet. And what's the other one you have? The Baskin.
The Basking basket.
The Baskin bag.
We boost and a few others, but
yeah. So I have majority on there. So stop by bnboverland.com, get 15% off anything SeaSucker, and we'll get it out to you.
That's awesome. So if Ryan was any good, he'd have an API to connect his inventory to your website so that you have live data on your website of inventory. Then you could just sell off of it. You don't have to worry about all that stuff. Right, Ryan? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That is not my wheelhouse, but yes, we do have that. So,
oh my gosh, no, that's awesome. So, all right, cool. I'll actually take those and I'll add them to the notes and all that stuff. So there'll be links to it. So I'll do all that in the show notes. And so Ryan, hit us up, man. Tell us all your socials. We obviously know the website because damn, we're there right now, but share it with everybody anyway.
Yes. So first you can see our website at SeaSucker.com or of course at Bourbon and Backwoods. We do have an Instagram. It is, I believe, at SeaSucker. We do have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/SeaSucker. And we do have a new TikTok page. That I do not know. I'm very sorry. I believe it's at SeaSucker_official. You can see us.
Michael's tried to get me to do TikTok for 2 years now. And
he's mad at you right now.
I think I actually go ahead.
And YouTube. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
We have,
JR, do you have YouTube as well?
I do. I I don't know how to video edit. I have a bunch of videos from our last not our non-overland trips. So we do a lot of non-overlanding trips. So we just go like to Moab and we go camp in the desert, but we don't take really overland trails. And so I have a lot of videos I need to put out on our, and I believe my YouTube is bourbon _ backwoods. I'll have to check to see what that one is. At bourbon and backwoods.
Perfect. All right. Well, hey, Van City Adventure just joined us. Hey. All right, cool. So we got all our socials out of the way. Ashley, what do you got to add?
I'm so glad you guys joined us tonight. I still cannot get enough of your products. Obviously, since I keep buying them, and now apparently going to end up with a bunch more since you guys sold me out to Jeff. But thank you guys so much for being here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. This was fun.
Yeah, we have a tendency to gang up on Ashley and put her on the spot. And so she, Jeff needs some new toys, and we keep saying this, and she keeps trying to deny him the new toys. And obviously I'm working the peer pressure angle, really, is all I'm doing.
It's not working.
It is. It is. Trust me. You just don't know it yet. You haven't seen those boxes arrive.
Are they going to your house instead of mine?
Yeah, they're coming here first.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to give them to him. Hey, man, here you go. No, just kidding. All right. Well, guys, thank you both. I enjoyed it. I am fascinated by your product. And it's funny how mentioning one thing triggers something from 10 years ago, but it is a neat product, and I will spend some time on your website. And like I said, sadly I don't own anything SeaSucker, but
get the waste bin.
I will work on it.
Get the waste bin.
It may have to be this kitchen thing, because I think I have something in my head. So
okay, but you can't get the kitchen without the waste bin, so you got to get both.
Okay. All right.
I'm helping you guys out. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ryan, JR, thanks to both of you guys. We do appreciate it. And I guess that's it for everybody out there listening or watching. Thank you so much. Michael Gonzalez just jumped in last minute. Michael, hey, buddy, you caught us at the tail end of the show, but you can still watch it on YouTube, Facebook. For everybody else out there, thanks again to our sponsors, Overland Attic, Midland USA, and Theo at Rugged Bound. We really appreciate everything you do. Hit us up on all the socials. Don't forget, we now have the newsletter. So it's called the Base Camp Bulletin. It's posted around social media or on our website, but we'd love to have you come subscribe to it. We'll send it out each week. And here soon, you're going to start seeing really good discounts from some people that we work with closely. So those will be added into it for some new products. And
starting with JR's.
Yeah, starting with JR's. We're going to put his in there first. Actually, we'll put his in there before I actually have him lined up to launch on the other one. So he's going to get a jump on us.
There you go.
So, and we appreciate that. So remember that. Head over to it's B&B
Overland.
Is
Overland.com.
Okay, head over to bnboverland.com. And remember, it's 15% off any of the SeaSucker products. Just use the code Overland Radio, and we appreciate it.
Good night, Michael. See, I'm special. Michael likes me better.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
You're welcome.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Take care.
See you guys next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.